Hello YouTubers. This is going to be a quick, I guess, introduction to the Shore Grip Malibu series skate. So I am a brand new skater. I have never really been on, quad skates like this before, and being that skating has taken off so quickly in the last couple months since quarantine was on, there wasn't really the huge selection of skates that I would have wanted to choose from when it came time to shop, but these skates were available. They're at about $100 in the price point. They are male or female skates. I was told that the white ones with the pink are usually for the ladies because the ladies prefer the pink, but in this case I got the black on black, which I was very happy to get. So I am not a seasoned skater. I'm actually a beginner. This channel was started as a newbie, complete noob, so I can't really give you a review of the skate and the way that it rides. There are some things that I can go over very quickly with you as we get into it, because I didn't really see any anything that covered this skate that gave kind of like a walkover of what the skate would be like and how stiff the boot would be. There wasn't really so much information on the product anywhere that I could find. So if you were like me and you have, kind of a budget that you're working with, but you do want to get into skating and the skate becomes available, I would say go with it. I would say to run with it. It is definitely a pretty stiff boot. So I'm actually going to go ahead and wear some, let me see. I think I left my socks out, but I'm actually going to go ahead and wear some like nice, pretty thick and longer socks to kind of cover this space here, just because it can be a little bit difficult to work this boot in. It is pretty stiff stuff here. On the inside, it's kind of soft, a little bit soft. It's okay. It could stand to be softer. The tongue is kind of, well, honestly, it's a little annoying. You can see the way it's kind of like, it's kind of stiff. You're really gonna have to skate in these boots, in order to break them up a little bit more. But I really dug these. The wheels are okay. Bearings okay. It seems like they could do a little bit better as far as having a lot more spin to them. As you can see, there's not like a hell of a lot of spin, and there is a lot of like sound for traffic right now, so I don't know if you guys can really hear all that. Woo, a lot of sounds for traffic, but there is I want to say a lot of structure to the boot, so it does kind of help give me a little bit of support. I personally don't really have very wide feet, but if you have wide feet in the front, it might be a little bit difficult to fit the boot. It's also, it feels pretty, as far as like the insole, it feels pretty flat. It doesn't really offer too much support. There is a little bit in there, but I just really don't feel very comfortable necessarily in the boot by itself. Like if you have flat feet or something like that, like I could probably deal with the discomfort, but if you don't want to deal with it, it might be good to get a good gel insole or some arch support. But that's just me, like a normal person just like wearing shoes. So of course, if you know better than to put insoles into your skates, then of course follow that. As I said, not an expert at all, just kind of learning. But there is kind of like this little gap here. I don't know if you guys can kind of check that out there. There is kind of a little gap between the boot and where like the this like piece starts. This is not a metal plate. As you can see, I've kind of already ridden in these, so it's got a little dusty, but this is not a metal plate. So if that is something that you absolutely want, then of course go for it. But being that this is my first pair of skates, I found that I feel kind of sturdy on these. I feel like they're not very shaky. The toe stop though needs to be addressed. I'm not very good with the toe stop. I'm a little bit more of like a plow stop kind of girl. Oops, sorry. I'm a little bit more of like a plow stop kind of girl for these skates so far. I mean, it's like day 3 of skating, so I couldn't really tell you, but plow stops seem to work a little bit better. It's just hard for me to kind of get around the toe stop thing and lifting my foot up, but from what I've seen, the other Shore Grip skates with this toe stop might also kind of like leave kind of like tracks on the floor. So it might leave that like, like that black streak on the floor from the toe stop. So that might be something to consider for some of you who are maybe skating on your front lawns or, on, private property or something like that. But so far it seems pretty cool. I like it here. It seems cool. This part, I don't really dig that the toe stop is fixed. You cannot adjust this toe stop. So not sure if that's too big of a problem right now, especially being that I'm not using it. So really hope this kind of, you know, gets a good overview of the boot, of the skate, mostly because there is nothing that I could find that was out there on this boot. Like the way that it fits, the skate itself. It seems to be an okay beginner skate. I don't really know about everyone else's experience with this skate so far, but I'll continue to document it as time goes, and then, you know, we'll see about it. So wish me luck, guys. See ya.